All right, squad. Quick update for the week. So I'm following along in Daryl's footsteps, keeping everyone updated. So this week was quite an interesting one. We really decided to start amping up our cold outreach. We were sending one by one, as you probably heard Daryl say, but that was just taking way too long. So we were going through YouTube, we were clicking on show email, and we were just finding creators that we obviously respect. We want their opinions, but we were only getting out 10 to 20 a day. So at that rate, we were going nowhere fast. So what we decided to do this week was actually pay for a email list of all the creators in the space. And we opted to get Australia and New Zealand first, because obviously that's closest to us, easier to coordinate meetings if we needed to have, or calls. So with that being said, I spent a whole day just going through and actually backfilling names and researching every single channel to make sure that we were getting our target audience. And then from there, we set up a tool to help us actually be able to send these emails quicker. So we added all the emails in, and then we processed each email individually still at the same time, but it just allowed us to, it just filled in the email address every single time with a template that we could then adjust. So it just gave us some more velocity. So for instance, this week I've been able to send 500 instead of, what would have been 50. So it's a numbers game, and in the day, we needed to just get a couple of really invested YouTubers that we can work with, because we know that when we get people that are interested or actually want to build something really cool, we know we can deliver that. So we're just looking for those people right now. It's finding those, those first customers is always the hardest part. Once you have customers, you get testimonials, and you can start getting the ball rolling, get referrals, etc., etc. But getting those first few, that's the hard part. So that's where we're sitting at right now. So we're about 2 weeks in. So you would have seen motivation dip. But one thing to keep in mind is that you can't operate on your feelings. It's not about how you feel for the day. You just got to keep taking a step. So my mum once told me a while ago, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So this is how we're approaching everything. This is how we approached our last business. Some days it feels like you made no progress. And that's why I actually recommend writing down what you do every single day. So that's what I've been doing. And that allows you to look back at the week and actually see how much progress you have made in that short period of time. So with that being said, focus at the moment is getting new customers, or getting our first beta testers that are going to help us build and shape this product. We have a lot of ideas, but we really need feedback from other users, so that we just don't go off on a tangent. We have ideas that we think would work, but we want to, validate those ideas as well. So we don't want to just go off and build. So that's hard for me because I love building, but it has been a very good thing to get back into. When we first started our business 7 years ago, we did this every single day. We did cold email, we did door knocking, but this is obviously harder with YouTubers. You can't go knock on the doors. You have to go cold email or LinkedIn or Twitter or X. So it is a bit more challenging in that regard, but it is, it's fun. You just got to take it as a challenge. See how many can you hit a day. With that being said, we're also able to build a few things this week. So I'll just flip you over to the screen. So we're working on this scripting tool. I'll just make it bigger here. So what this allows you to do is use this is laid up as a 3-column script here, with the 3 different columns here: video, audio, graphics, the sections or the parts of your video that you want to talk on. And it just gives you some structure here, right? So I've got intro, body, CTA at the end, and then a description. So if you have a team, you can remind them of what we want to do here. Like if you have a specific format for your channel, you can drop it in the description here. But then you can add these rows, right? So it's basically, I like to think of a row as like a bullet point or an idea that you're going to have, or something you want to talk on. And this is all built with Rails, with Stimulus and Turbo. And I've added these hotkeys. So Command Enter chucks in a new line, right? So you can start typing a new line. And then we've also got Command Backspace to delete that row. So just we're trying to make these things feel intuitive, fast, so you're not sitting here battling the tool or having to constantly click add row. Trying to make it feel more like an Excel document, which is what a lot of people use. Obviously, we want to put everything in one place. We've also got our commenting down here. So if someone wrote a script and you want them to change some things, you could comment down here. So that's the main big piece of work that we are focusing on at the moment. And then with that, we've also got a kind of a little bit of a restructure here. And you can already see this is starting to get quite full and can become a little bit overwhelming. So we will, obviously, as we get users, get feedback. But for me already, this is feeling a bit overwhelming, and start moving it into sections. So think things like packaging. So we can do your thumbnail, your title, and all that kind of stuff, and then move through the stages. And this is more like an overview screen. So the scripts will go in here, and then we've just added all these labels just to make things a little bit cleaner or easier to see what's going on. So that's pretty much all we've done. There's been quite a lot of work here actually, but the focus at the moment is definitely the cold outreach, right? So if you know YouTubers that are struggling with their current tools and want to actually get involved and build something really cool, please send them Clipflow or reach out to us directly. We'd love that, and we are still trying to find those core users to start and help build this product, because we know that what it starts like, what it looks like today, is going to be very different than in 2 to 3 years' time. And we know we can build something that's really cool and built for purpose, because we know the other tools out there are very cumbersome to set up. You have to have templates. You spend all your time configuring rather than actually making content. So that's the update for the week. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll catch you on the next one.